Yep.
Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone Season 2 podcast. It's me, Julian Gennati, with Alejandro Fonsello. Before I ask you how you're doing, we were discussing off air hair and haircuts. And I said, man, look at my hair. I need a cut badly. I was doing some yard work today, and it's really hot here where I live, and I was sweating like a dick. So I brought it up, and Alejandro, if you look at him on the YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, this guy has like a buzz cut still, and he tells me he needs a haircut.
Yeah.
So what does that make me do? When was the last time you think I got a haircut?
I say 3 months.
You said 3 months off air. Okay,
Yeah.
that would be February, mid-February, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, last September.
Jesus. No.
Last September is the last time I got a haircut.
You know what messed up is?
What?
You know how I cut my hair?
You cut your hair?
The
You
last
said
time.
3 weeks, every 3 weeks,
Yeah.
minimum
This
or max
like
or whatever.
like the
That's all.
Napoli game, the day before the Napoli game. So that's 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it like this is 3 weeks. Like it grows too quickly, but
You. Said,
I shouldn't complain. Like it grows quick. So.
yeah. At least you have a good hairline. And you're still chilling, right? You still no gray hairs.
For
Well, I can't tell on my end.
No, I don't think so.
You don't have any gray hairs.
Maybe a few, but you can't. You
No,
can't
like
see.
Leo Benucci now, 500 appearances.
No, wait. He has no hair, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he has a few hair. He has a few.
Uh, okay, well, yeah, like I said, welcome back, everybody. And today we're going to be talking about Max Allegri being in must-win mode in the Europa League. Then we'll get into a few other things, nitty-gritty things pertaining to people coming back. And we're going to let you spew on that and stew on that for a little bit longer until we actually talk about it. But first, we're going to talk about what happened at the time of recording. It was yesterday. So first leg of the semifinal, Juventus and Sevilla. We're going to talk about that and then looking forward to next week. Forward or just looking on to next week? Because I don't think we can possibly look forward to any games managed by this coach for the foreseeable future. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward. I'm just living towards it. Like just cruise control going towards next Thursday, and let's see. Maybe we can. Yeah, no, nah. I don't know. I just I will see on Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll see on Thursday.
My daughter's crying right now, and she was crying throughout the whole game yesterday, and I was too. She's not a fan of. She was not a fan of Cats scoring at the very end of the game. There's a big hoopla on that as well. Did you celebrate the goal?
Yeah, I don't want to lose. Like I want to win
No,
the cup.
yeah. So
Like I'm not gonna be like because people cannot celebrate the goal. The club is not gonna sack him if we don't win it. Like that's not the reason. Like if that was the reason, he would have got removed months ago. So
yeah,
I will celebrate the goal, but I will come on air and say what I've said like months ago. Remember when we were in that winning streak? I said it's not good enough. Like it will
yeah.
collapse. Like it will fall apart. To be consistent, good, and get back to the top, this ain't it. I'll take
Regressing to the
goal.
mean we've done
Like
since that 8 game
yeah,
winning streak.
the club should know when a change is needed, not fans not celebrating goals, and that
Yeah,
should not make the club. Okay, now I'm gonna make a change. No, that's not
yeah,
how it should work. So I didn't want to lose. I want to win. Like
yeah,
we already lost like 14 games this season. I had enough.
yeah, yeah. That's a glaring stat. Most of them come in Serie A, but like we still haven't lost in the Europa League, which thank God we haven't lost, or else I'd be really, really mad. But
Yeah,
5 of the losses came in the Champions League and almost 10 now in Serie A and one in the Coppa Italia. But that is not the point. Just yesterday in general, holy smokes! The first 20 minutes, fine. Like Max after the press or the post match, he was going on about, oh yeah, we played a really good 20 minutes. No, we were fine. Like it wasn't anything again sustainable. You know what I mean? And we
yeah,
saw that because the rest of the game was shit.
yeah. I'm very disappointed. Like not surprised.
Not surprised. It's
Like
not surprising at
I'm
all.
not
You can't.
surprised,
Yeah,
but like it's a semi-final at home. Like just based on vibes at this point, like some energy. Like
yeah,
real hunger. I don't know, real desire to make something out of it. It was flat, man. Like there was some space in the first 20 minutes, like you said.
But that's not from us though. That's from Sevilla being not great as well though.
No,
I
they're
don't think we did
poor.
anything special. Yeah.
No, they're a poor side, especially away from home. They're not
Yeah.
good. They're just not good. But I thought it was a lot of space, especially on the left in the first 20 minutes.
Yep.
But besides that Kostic shot that went wide and, that Vlahovic chance that the goalie just tipped, and I still believe he was offside. But other than that, it was nothing. Like, there was nothing. And not saying Sevilla was great because they were poor.
Yeah.
In the second part of the first half, they had possession, but, like, they were never going to score from that possession. Like, it was just stale.
Yeah.
Like, it's like our possession in front of the box. Like, very predictable. That goal just came because
they countered. Alexandro
countered.
Di Maria got crossed up, and then they countered.
And then So I'm just disappointed, like the attitude. I thought that was my main issue. Like, not like, I know the quality will not be there on the day, like in terms of how we play and dominate teams. But like, just I don't know, just do the passion thing for once. Again, the stadium's not helping because it's dead. So you're not going to.
I have a question for you though.
But
do you think people care about the Europa League semifinal? Let me finish. Do you think they care about the Europa League semifinal at the prices put out?
Oh no.
I don't
They
either.
shouldn't.
Like,
They shouldn't.
I would never buy a ticket for that.
No, like, I'm not gonna pay like 1/4 or 1/5 of my wages for a game.
So do you blame the stadium not being full by the fans?
No, I don't blame them, but like,
I don't either.
Full is not my problem. Like, silent, it's my issue.
Well,
because
more people, like, the more people, the more rowdy it gets, and the more people get going, right?
Yeah, but the fans, a lot of them were in there, but they just don't sing out of protest. Like, it's boring, So there's nothing to feed off, even if you're poor, and you get like a chance and fans get behind it. It's not really there, They were not booing, but like
whistling, cheering.
Yeah, so like like groaning. You can hear that when Alexandro lost possession. Like,
all
these things. Like, it's negative, feeding off the negative things on the pitch. And I don't think that's helping because that team, or like, they never got into first gear yesterday. It was just slow.
So, as a fan, it's been 3 years now of garbage. What can possibly excite you? The starting 11 yesterday. Did anybody, was it like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see these guys?
No, I think it was. I don't think I've said it, but I will say it. I thought that was a coward move. Playing at home. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it was set up to, well, be very stale, and that we were stale. Like, Kostic just not playing well. Di Maria is fighting with himself.
Yeah.
He's not in it, and he said it in the pregame. Like, he needed to adapt, and I don't think it suits him. That midfield wasn't good. That backline wasn't good. I'm still waiting for somebody to give me a good explanation as of why Gatti is being benched. Like, I'm waiting because I was told on Sunday he's being rested for a big game here, and he's on the bench. I don't get it. He's your MVP of the month, deserved, because he was great. And he gets benched 3 games straight. I'm not even bringing up the goal because I'm not expecting goals from a defender.
Yeah.
It's nice, but like, whatever. I'm bringing it up because that backline was slow. It was, and I'm not saying Gatti is Usain Bolt, but he is Usain Bolt compared to them. Like,
he's a useful, athletic dude at the back. Like,
the way Bonucci was tracking back on that counter-attack.
He's done. He's been done for years.
I felt sad. Like, he was running back. I was like, dude, just stop. Like,
dude,
don't even do it, because
even in the Euro Cup when he was beside Chiellini, he still had the same shit athleticism.
Yeah, he's like,
declined. He's been declining for years.
I don't get it. Like, he was gone all season. Out of nowhere, he's playing. Now he's out. He's probably done for the season.
He's out 15 games.
15 games.
Or 15 days. 15
anymore.
days. Sorry.
He shouldn't be playing anymore. Maybe in the last game when it's nothing to play for, whatever. but like it's done.
Like that's his send off. Hopefully, the last game of the season.
Like it's done. Like I don't get how he's back in the lineup. Don't bring up experience.
No.
So please don't. If somebody says it in the comment, I will block you. I will not. I will not have that under this video, because it's ridiculous. Like that backline was so slow. It put fear in me. It did.
You
Like,
know, it's bad when Danilo's the fastest guy, because Alexandro, after he ripped his hamstring 4 years ago, lost all of his pace. We know Bonucci, and Danilo. He's never been that fast. He's just been steady Eddie, and he's just a steady Eddie dude, and he's your captain going forward.
I gave him credit for the second half yesterday because he mopped up a lot of things. Was needed because we were kind of pushing up.
Yep.
So he did his job, and like
Good for him.
He made some great blocks when needed. But when I looked at that back line, I was like, what is this? Like how? Like I don't how like how low? I'm not saying I need the back three we had in 2015. Like I'm not saying
no,
I need that, but I'm saying I don't need Alexandro in the lineup anymore. Because
okay, here it is. Allegri went on Sunday afternoon or morning, I guess, and he said, "Rugani, you're starting."
Yeah.
Rugani was what? Pretty good.
He was pretty good. Yeah.
He was pretty good. Did Bonucci play?
No, but
Alexandro played, right?
it was Bonucci.
No, it was Danilo
Rugani
and it was Bremer, right?
Yeah. No.
So,
Yeah.
It was Danilo, Bremer, and Rugani. But Danilo was left center back, Bremer was right center back.
Yeah.
We know Bremer got hurt. Oh no, sucks. There's a direct replacement for Gatti. It should have been Gatti, Rugani, Danilo.
I actually agree with that. I do, because I will do anything to keep certain players off the pitch. I would, because I think we were 2 minutes in the game, or no, maybe I'm pushing it. Like let's say 7 minutes, and there was a first cross from Sevilla on the second post, and guess who gets beat again? I was like,
it was Sandro for Campos. Yep.
I've seen this so many times that I'm like, am I the only one? Like, am I the only one?
No,
like,
remember I texted you before the game? Remember I texted you before the game? Yeah, I was like, and Nesri scoring for back post header.
I was like, how many times is this going to happen? And it's not even like crazy De Bruyne cross where he just drops him in the bucket. Like, it's in the air for like minutes at times. I'm like, how can you misread that? Like, he's terrible. And you still have a few people actually telling me he's having a great season.
Yep.
You don't respect the club. Like I don't like whatever. You don't rate us as a club if you think he's having a great season. He's terrible. Today Monblano, take it with a pinch of salt, but actually that news has been reported quite often, said the automatic renewal kicked in. If the club says no, they need to pay half of his wages as a fine. I'm like, do it. Like, do it. You're making profit off this deal.
So instead of next year paying the 6 or whatever it is, you pay 3. You pay 3 now, and he's gone.
And he's gone. Pay the money and be gone. Be done with it.
Yeah. Like, if you break it down like that, absolutely. You paid for him to leave instead of paying for him to be worse next year, because he's just going to regress more.
He's terrible. Like, he's not adding something to the team. Like, he's not. Like, nothing. Like, he's just playing, and I'm like, why are you playing? You cannot beat your man. The moment you reach a certain point, you just
do you remember when he
back or just hold up play, and he dribbles it in midfield. Every time.
And then he picks up a yellow card against Rakitic.
I'm like, don't stop dribbling in midfield, like into midfield. Just stop.
Yeah.
Like, you remember in the first half, like he was trying to do it, he tripped over the ball, and gone was Sevilla. I'm like, oh boy, like how can you sit there and watch that?
There's that one account that you follow, I'm pretty sure, and then I see constantly on my timeline. It's the Alexandro 49 days left on his contract guy, or whatever he is, the countdown. He made a compilation, and like I watched the game yesterday. I'm like, yeah, he's been pretty bad. But when you contextualize it and put it into a compilation video, like he did, like how the F does this guy get paid multi-million euros?
It's ridiculous.
Mind you, like obviously he did do stuff okay yesterday, like minimal, like you know what I mean, like the basics. He
Yeah,
did
but
some of it
overall,
okay. And bear with me for a sec. But the dude he's not 19 years old. He's 31 or something. He has no more athleticism left in him. How the F is this guy still getting paid 6 million euros a year?
I don't get it.
How the F does Allegri still put him in for a contract of automatic renewal for next year?
I
This
don't get
guy
it.
is like a fourth liner in hockey, grinding out his last season on a big ticket, and then he's just gone. Like you're just gonna let him go at the end of the year. That's what
He's
it is.
terrible. It's not. It's not even like. It was never funny, but like at the beginning was like, oh come on. Now it's like, come on, like
Yeah,
like
I was.
easy, like stupid mistakes, like
Yeah,
things you do when you're like you said, 19. You know,
yeah,
that then okay, I'm okay with it. You know,
yeah.
yeah, you need to get over with it. But like I think he's older than 31.
Is he older than 31? I just
I
guessed.
don't
I
know,
don't
but
know.
like I'm like, I hope for him, not, but because of age, because like if this is your level at 31, then yeah, the decline has been we know it's been insane.
Yeah, you're
Um,
going to your next club is in Brazil or Asia.
yeah, he's just it's terrible to watch, and
Yeah,
not just him, by the way, you know. But those are the players you just you don't you shouldn't be getting any opportunities anymore. You know, it's done. You know, like
yeah,
Bonucci, it's done. Like 500 games for the club, all good and well, but like times come to an end. You know,
yeah.
even for
Frame the
Cuadrado,
jersey and move on.
people say, "Oh, you don't respect Cuadrado, what he has done for the club." It has nothing to do with it. At one point, it's done. You need to move on. Like we moved
Respect
on.
yourself and move on, and then
We have moved
we
on
will
from
respect you more.
yeah. Well, we have moved on from great players,
Yep.
generational players, and we've just moved on. We kept on winning. Like why would I be sitting here and be like, "Oh no, Cuadrado has done great things for the club. Stay another year. Just take some money." No,
Yeah.
like when
No.
it's done, it's done. You know, whatever. And same for Cuadrado. He didn't have his worst game of the season, but it's just it adds really, it adds very little. You know,
Yeah.
it's to a point where I'm like, I'm not expecting anything from you anymore. I'm just hoping and praying you don't mess up. That's why I'm like at the moment I'm watching like going into the game and I'm like, I hope those two players don't mess up. I know
Yeah.
we're in big trouble already. I shouldn't be going into games thinking like that, but
No.
but I am.
E- Everyone who knows, who's not blinded by legends or whatever, not blinded by what they were in the past, knows that those two are walking turnovers. They are Quadrado, Bonucci, and Sandro at this point.
Yeah,
There's an
it is.
issue when the Juventus main account tweets out pictures of those three the last time we played Sevilla. There's an issue with that, especially when they're plus like well into the 30s.
Yeah.
It's not like it's Luka Modric that used to play against them. It's
No.
Juan Cuadrado. It's Alexandro. I was watching the game as well, and I'm like, I see Ivan Rakitic playing. He's still pretty good, right? Like he still adds value to a team. I don't want him on Juventus, by the way. I'm just saying he adds value to the team. Older guy. That's a guy you keep around. Bonucci adds zero value, and I saw on Twitter or on social media that people were tweeting out, "Oh, you can back pass, or you can pass out of the back." I'm like, like
So can Paul Torres, by the way.
yes, like
Like
very well. Even Bremer can do that. He doesn't have the same probably vision or balls to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like
actually,
wanted.
even Gatti proved to me he can
Yes.
actually do it to some degree.
Do you
Not
know
the
what I mean?
long pinging the
Oh yeah.
balls.
Oh yeah.
Like I get it, but like just being clean. You
Yeah.
know. Okay, it's not that Bonucci's pinging those balls still 30 meters. Like it
No.
happens once every blue moon at this point.
And
Like
and,
it's
and they were showing a pass, like I'll say a 12-yard pass forward. Right on the money. First time. It was great. It was nice. It was a good pass. But is that the level we're hyping up right now? That should be
it
the
gives
stand, like that should be like, yeah, you do that 12 times a game.
it gives me the same vibes as play Milik because his hold up play in our own half is great. But I turn around, I'm like, still no goals from an attacker. Like, it good, great.
Yeah.
He's great holding up play in our own midfield, but what have we like? There's nothing to show for at the end.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna win games because he's holding the ball up pretty well in midfield. Like,
Yeah.
like it's the same thing with Bonucci. Like, yeah, the pass is good, but defensively, it's shaky as hell. Maybe not as much yesterday, but like in
No.
general, we know it's
Yeah.
just shaky.
I wonder, and I'm probably going to get an obvious answer here, but I wonder if another coach came into the club or was coaching instead of Allegri. Like, I'm not going to say Pirlo. Let's say Pirlo still got fired after his 1 year. He's still one and done. The
Bonucci
next
would have
dude
been
came
done.
in. What's up?
I said Bonucci would have been out.
Okay. So you answered some of my question was going to be, do these aging players, are they still negative asset value? Or are they decreasing even more because Allegri's the coach?
No, some players maybe, but certain players are just done.
For
they're done.
example, I'll bring this because let's say Deschamps left after the Euro Cup, and he took over instead of Allegri. Is Bonucci, is Alexandro, is Juan Cuadrado depreciating? Like, are they still the drop off is this bad, or is it mainly because?
Yeah, for those players, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
I think they're just done.
Okay,
I actually believe they're done.
So that's not a negative on Max then.
No, the negative is he's playing.
He's playing them. Yes,
that's the negative. I think they're done. Like like Cuadrado had a great season under Pirlo, but like
yep.
Alexandro didn't. I wasn't high on Bonucci back then, even so. He had a good Euros, excuse me,
Yep.
but like with us, he wasn't great. I think people tend to forget that he wasn't great. So maybe for those players, I'm gonna say no. I think the players that should have a lot of value, they are suffering.
Yeah,
mainly the attacking department. Like, I don't want to make it a Vlahovic video, but everybody, like, Di Maria comes off, he's pissed. Vlahovic comes off, he's pissed. Chiesa comes on, he looks pissed. like they don't play with. There's no joy. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like it looks like they go out there and they're like, I need to go and do a 9 to 5 now. That's the vibe. They're like me on a Monday morning when I need to wake up at 6 a.m.
Yep.
I'm like, man, back again. Like,
yep.
You should come step on that pitch and be like, man, back again. But they're not. They're not. Like, people can say Di Maria this, Di Maria that, and age. I agree with that. Whatever. But they shouldn't be looking this terrible. Like, I'm sorry, they shouldn't.
You have a World Cup winner, a Euro Cup winner, and a dude who's banged in 20 goals in the league before.
And they're all struggling. All of them.
I think combined, they have less than 25 goals this year.
I put out the passing map.
I saw that. I saw some who was isolated on the right by themselves. I think it was Vlahovic.
It was Vlahovic. He had 4 passes an entire game.
Yeah.
3 he pulled off.
60 minutes.
1.
He only played 65 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, but like
the
passing map, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And again, the Sevilla one wasn't linked, but the Sevilla one was within the team. It was closer. Like, Vlahovic one was Vlahovic was just isolated.
Yeah, he was on
right.
Vlahovic. We'll call that Vlahovic Island now.
I'm like, yes, first touch, I get it. I 100% agree.
That's bad.
I'll keep saying it. I 100% agree. But how many chances are we, like, good consistency? Like,
I'll say
every week in, week out, you get chances. And somebody brought up, remember the Haaland game against Bournemouth, whatever. I'm like, good. What about the other 40 games he played this season?
Yeah.
Was he also living off one chance a game? Get out of here. Like, very selective. People are very selective.
Of course.
They use one thing. And Milik comes on. He was great. He wasn't great. Is that great? And that's not a knock on Milik, by the way.
The only thing Milik did better was linking players more into the game. That's what he was doing better. That's it.
I'm like, okay, but like, we still hadn't created a chance when he came on.
Dude, Milik,
and
for all the linking up he did,
he should have squared.
Why wouldn't he pass the ball?
Yeah, that was...
He was looking at him. He was like, nah.
Chiesa was like, are you, like...
A
few more steps and he ran into the stand, Chiesa.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
If that was me,
he was
and
pissed.
I was like, if I was Chiesa, like a very good player. If I was him and that happened, I would start yelling at him. I don't care how professional
I
all
think
that
he
stuff. I would
did.
yell. I would yell at him.
He was throwing his
I,
arms. Like
I
I think he
saw
said
him do
something.
the Madonna Mia like on his head. I saw him do that, but like I didn't see him. The camera never showed him yelling. I was like, oh, I'd be losing my mind for
Yeah, I
all
thought
the
he was.
good link up play Milik has done, all this, that, and the other thing, dude.
But the issue is like when we are talking about link up play about our attackers, we have an issue. If we were
Yeah,
hyping that up,
yeah,
they're not scoring goals.
yeah,
They're not.
100%.
That's the main issue. Like if and people say, oh, but you shouldn't compare world class Vlahovic to Milik. I'm not. I'm putting them all in one blender,
Yep.
and the result is nothing. Like nothing comes out of the blender. It disappears. Like it's empty at one point. Like there's no goals. Di Maria cannot look this bad. Chiesa being benched for 3 games is not okay.
What?
And my
was the
biggest issue
stat?
is
I think last week we were talking about it. I think he has like 6 starts total this year.
something like that.
In
That
all
was my issue.
competitions.
My issue is every single week there are 5 changes or something. You're not building chemistry
Nope.
with that. It's impossible. When those 3 play up top, they are like Sunday league when you are 3 men short and you bring 3 random guys
Yep.
from the street to play, and they are like, "Who are you?" And you just, you know what? Just play
Yep.
center back. Just play at the back.
Yep.
Whatever. But for us, it's just play up top and do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can, and the excuses that have been made is they are the worst, the worrying part of in my personal opinion, because nobody came out, journalists, ask him the question, Allegri, saying, "Don't you think it's worrying that you're getting so few goals out of that attacking options you have
Yep.
up top?" It's worrying. It's really worrying. And that's when I had the debate with people saying the Milan squad is better. No, like they might be performing better, but they're not. You know? Oh, but
Again, if Milan can, if people who are back in the Milan squad can show me a World Cup winning winger, a Euro Cup winning winger, and a dude who consistently scored 20 plus goals, like and had a good ratio before he came to Juventus.
yeah. But the logic is they're not performing now for us, but Milan players are performing. I'm like, and who's that on?
But are they?
If it's one player, they're not, because someone
Yeah.
said Brian Diaz. I'm like, I can count the good games
Yeah.
and when he was not injured on one hand. Benacer, like he's in like Benacer. I don't think anybody's jumping to get
No.
Benacer in. Like I cannot.
I think Tonali and Locatelli are on the same level as well.
I have a good Milan friend. He doesn't rate the squad. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't. Like what Pioli did. I'm still gonna say it. I cannot believe he won the title with that squad. I just can't. I cannot believe it. You know, it's mind-boggling. But he did. Credit to him. He's in the semifinal. No idea how. Credit to him. You know, that like, you can make 1,000 excuses. Oh, but Pogba's not fit and Chiesa is still not fit. Wirtz is already double figures almost. You know, just
Yeah.
don't give me that. You know, Chiesa's fit. He's fit. He can
Yes.
play more than 20 minutes each week. He can.
Yep.
Nobody can tell me otherwise. He just can't. He can. Excuse me. Kostic. I know what Kostic gives me. I said that when he signed for us, and he delivered what I expected from him, just assist. But I was
Yeah.
like, okay, it's when Chiesa comes back, it's Chiesa and he comes from off the bench, or like he starts the game here and there. It's the other way around. It
Yep.
shouldn't be like that. Your main
No.
guy should be playing. They should be playing. And Junior, I will bring that up again.
That was fun.
He's very raw.
Yeah.
but
that
it's
was fun. It's fun.
It's fun because he's energy, he's fearless,
Yeah.
and he just wants to go forward. Like that's what he wants.
Yeah.
And he is techie. Like
Yeah.
he just wants to put up a show. And I thought he lost some possession. Like he was maybe doing too much, taking on players. But I was like, finally, somebody. Like, finally, if it doesn't work good the next time, it did work. Whatever,
Isn't that why you have Rabiot to come clean up? Isn't that
Chiesa's the
perfect
same
for him
thing.
starting?
At times, I'm like, yeah, it's not coming off. But he's like, good. Next time, I'll do it again.
Yep.
And I'm like, why is he not, like, why? And he's not going to do it away to Sevilla.
No.
But he should be starting, if we're being completely honest.
The second
He
half,
should.
we started in a 4-3-3. I was like, Holy smokes!
Because I will ask you this, because I know why he's playing Kostic, also defensively. Is he better defensively than Junior? Is it a big evidence
I
difference
think
where I'm like recovery pace? Maybe
I think starting position and like organizationally, I think Kostic is better. Obviously, like just being linked to the back line and it's minute details I know, but like that's Allegri. But in terms of athleticism and power, no chance. Like Illing's way superior.
it was fun. It was fun
It was
when he
fun
came
though,
on.
yeah.
What I didn't like was that he swapped him to the right, towards the end.
I think that was more for Chiesa, to be honest.
It was,
Yeah,
but I don't know, just keep him on the same side
yeah.
and let him link up, and because that was the danger. Like if you can have them both,
who are their fullbacks? Is it Acuna and Montiel?
yeah, yeah. Also,
So,
when Pogba came in, like the first 10 minutes, he
oh,
was playing alongside
dude.
Milik, and I'm like, and he was struggling finding his position. And when he found his position, well, his talent is superior to
Unbelievable, yeah.
anyone up the pitch. Like it's obvious. But the first 10 minutes, he didn't knew where to go, and I was like,
So,
come on,
when the second half started, so they had Chiesa on the right wing, Illing on the left wing, and they had
Yeah.
like Di Maria as an attacking midfielder, almost as a second forward
Yeah.
kind of thing. So obviously the coaching staff are telling Pogba, "Hey, look at Di Maria, you're going in for it, blah blah blah," and Di Maria was really high up the field. Like that's who he is, though, right? Di Maria, he's not going to track back a lot, but he's going to stay near the forward. So I think that's why he got lost a bit, Pogba, because he was just
Yeah.
trying to go with the flow. But then he realized, "Fuck that! I'm going to go get the ball and do my thing."
yeah,
And he does his thing very well.
yeah. It's just it's different,
Yeah,
If he's fit, yes, obviously it will help you because it's pure quality, like nothing else. It's just pure quality, and you
Yeah.
can see it. The way he controls the ball with his head. Plays simple. You might say simple, but
it's the weight of the pass every time.
it's the way
perfect.
that's. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Every time it's perfect.
but he can't stay fit. We know that, so that's
Yeah.
the big issue.
Well, here's my thing. Sunday we play Cremonese. That
You play him.
I don't. You play him?
You give him minutes. He needs to have minutes.
Okay,
to
minutes
play
is
him.
fine. Whatever. Play 20 minutes. But I'm saying Thursday. If I don't care if he plays the rest of the Serie A season, he needs to play. He needs to start Thursday.
I think you know what it is. I don't.
He won't.
Like
I'm saying
the way
he
he's
should.
being forced in.
Yeah.
Like maybe after 45 minutes he's done. I'm not sure. Like I'm what I'm saying is play him against Cremonese as much as you can. Bring him in against Sevilla. You need to make the final, but in the
Yeah.
final he needs to be there minute 1. And
Okay,
if you
yeah,
make
so-
the final,
yeah.
and then if he's done after 50 minutes, whatever, you got the bet. But you need to go for it when you start him. Like
Yeah.
you need to go for it. If he comes off, fine, I get it. He hasn't played for a year. I'm not expecting him to play 90 minutes at a high level,
Yeah.
intensity wise. I fully get that, But I would play him against Cremonese, give him minutes because he needs to get minutes. Like he needs to get in it.
Yeah.
Because when the first time he came on, it was 2 weeks ago. I felt like he was scared to take a shot.
Yeah.
Like now it's like he came a bit loose, and I get why he was scared, probably, 1 year
Yeah, of
basically.
course.
But you can see now he's a bit loose, when he's on the
Yeah.
field, like he's having fun, whatever.
When is
got his
anybody
assist,
at their
so-
best? When is any top player at their best?
I think when you're having fun.
When you're having fun, when you're confident. That's Paul
Yeah.
Pogba to a T. That when that dude is enjoying himself, he's unplayable. He used to be one of the best in the world. When he was just himself and not scared.
I
And
agree.
to be quite honest, from the 20-minute cameos I've seen, if that dude has confidence again, he won't reach the same level as he used to be, obviously.
No.
He lost part of his knee. But he can still command the team and drive forward and add flair and be a contributor offensively, especially in the goals. Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
But even in and around the box when he's in possession, I'm like,
Yes.
calm. He's not gonna lose
Yes.
it. Like he's very rarely gonna lose it. Somehow he'll find a way to get out of a sticky situation. When it's someone else, I'm like, yeah, he's just gonna run straight into a player and he's gonna lose the ball. Like it is what it is. The way he played Locatelli open, with his back heel, it looked very easy, but I'm saying if that was Rabiot Locatelli attending that, it will probably get intercepted. For
Yeah.
some reason it
Yeah.
does. Also, he puts fear. Like, people can laugh about it. He puts fear in opponents because it's
100%.
very like the way he shields a ball and the way he can, flick it and gone he is with his long, big ass feet. Like,
Yeah.
he's gone. It's hard. It's hard to defend him. But again, if
Was he
he's not fit-
6'3",
Yeah,
180 pounds? Like the
I've said it
frames,
many, like a guy with his
stature.
build shouldn't be that talented, or like you should, like you can, but like he does stuff I expect somebody who's a bit shorter to
There's a
do.
reason why
It's
him
ridiculous.
and like Yaya Toure are the only
Yaya Toure,
comparables. Right? Is a unicorn.
Yeah, Twitter was unbelievable.
Is a unicorn. It does make you think though, like, what if he wasn't unfit?
We will probably.
We would have crashed out in the Champions League round of 16, but
Yeah, but I think like Serie A wise, we will probably already wrap top 4. Like, even if they deduct points, it would have been done.
I think we wouldn't have been sweating a 9-point deduction.
No, it would deduct it, whatever, Yeah, 100%. Because he will probably add like 6 goals, maybe 5 assists. He will do that in Serie A easily, and those assists and goals will probably be like 10 points. The way we lost against Mons and all those teams easily.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not like that's not going for Allegri. I get it. That's a big miss. Like, it's not like you miss him for a season. Probably your most talented player in the squad.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that, but like,
Still no excuse.
but yeah, it's no excuse the way we play. Like, that's the main issue. Like, if we were playing Man City at home yesterday, I'm like, yeah, it was 11 plays Sevilla. Yeah, it is what it is. Yes, they're having a decent form, in the league now, only because the previous form, like, it was that bad. You couldn't.
Yeah, it's laughable.
Like you couldn't do any worse than that. Like you just can't. Like our form, and then we picked it up. Like, you're just gonna pick it up, Also because they shouldn't be in the same position as us. Like, they have talent enough to not be 11th in the league.
Yeah.
Their friends will probably be saying the same. We shouldn't be 11th in the league. We shouldn't.
Yeah.
But that's that, I guess. I don't know. I said false hope. Like,
It is false hope. Do you have any? Like hope of us winning?
Not really. If we won 1-0, I was like, yeah, we're probably gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Now we need to win.
No chance.
No, I don't see it. I just don't see it.
That place is going to be a hellstorm. What's his name? The Pijuan or something?
I don't know.
The stadium?
It needs to be the biggest shithousery I've seen from Allegri in a very, very long time. And that says a lot. Like, you need to have...
bigger than the Chelsea 1-0 shithousery.
Yeah, that was... that was ridiculous. That was like one shot on goal. But it needs to be something like that. Like, it needs to get a very early goal from a corner set piece and then frustrate him. Like, with hell, have some luck, and then maybe finish. Like, it needs to be something like that. But
because again, we know he's not starting. He's going to start out similar to what
he's going to be very stale. Yeah. He's going to set up to just soak it up. If he does that, I don't think he can. Like, no, I think the storm will just blow them away.
I agree.
I was done yesterday. Like, before the corner, I got up because I was not at home. I was at the club watching. Yeah. I got up. I was like, I'm done. Like, I was getting something to drink, and then I was leaving. Basically, I saw the corner. I went in. I was happy, but I was like, it's false hope. That was the first name that came to mind. I'm like,
I was cooking my dog's dinner. I'm like, and I was watching on my phone. I'm like, huh, nice. Happy for Gatti, obviously, but like, nice.
Yeah. Of course, I'm happy for him, but yeah, it's just false hope. It's false hope. I was expecting us to win based on nothing. Like, I was expecting us to win against Atalanta. Just a feeling. I said
you're right
it's
about
a
that.
Feeling. Yeah. And the way at Sevilla were playing yesterday, we should, like, being half decent would have been enough to beat them.
Yeah,
but we weren't even that. So
the good thing about the next match, and then we're going to move on after I make this point, unless you have something else to say. But the good thing about Thursday is Bonucci won't be playing, and Bremer will most likely be back. Most likely.
And also, if you don't make it, the season is done. You know, the next 3 games, they don't matter.
Nope. Because we're getting 9 points anyway. Yeah.
If we are 11 points behind, they will deduct 11 points. They will. They will not care. It looks shady.
Yeah.
They will actually enjoy it if it looks shady.
Yep.
It's not. We're playing for nothing. We're absolutely playing for nothing. So, Thursday. It's all on Thursday. Actually, the season has gone really fast, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's almost done, and then the second part of the suffering can start.
Like, I can't believe we're already talking about transfers. Did you know this time last year, Paul Pogba was basically announced?
Yeah.
Not officially, but like basically announced. Yeah.
I was thinking about what the hell are we gonna discuss for 3 months with no money? And Allegri probably gonna say,
dude, nothing.
Like,
I'm waiting for firstly again before I guess this is moving on now from Max Allegri and Thursday, but I'm waiting for Giuntoli to be announced. I'm waiting for what the results of the season are going to be. Either it's a Europa League win or it's a point deduction that's hilariously too convenient, and we get no money. And there goes Pau Torres. The idea of Pau Torres. There goes Dusan Vlahovic. 100%. Somehow Di Maria is staying for some reason, which I don't like at all. And I know your point on that, but we can agree to disagree. And Chiesa, I don't think he's going to request to be moved, but I think if he gets a nice offer, I think he'll say, "Hey, get me the fuck out of here."
Yeah,
I don't see why if Juventus are not in the Champions League next year, there is no reason why Dusan Vlahovic will stay. None. Zero.
There's no reason the club will keep him because they need the money.
Yeah.
They can put out in the media they want to keep him, but you need the money. It's as simple as that. You lose 80 mil, you somehow need to recoup that money with selling players. So
yeah, he's gone. Like
if you want to reinvest in the squad, we need to reinvest because like the Di Maria thing, I'm fine if he wants to leave, but yeah.
Your point is that there's no one else to be there. Yeah.
No, you didn't test out Sule, so I don't know.
Yeah. He's already off the World Cup, by the way.
What are like people need? Like I keep asking people that give me the options. Give me the options. Whilst we can, fix that back line and do something in midfield because Rabiot was gone also as well. So give me the options.
He's gone. Sorry. Yeah.
And as of now, nobody gave me valid options. So people say, "I'll play Sule." He didn't play when Di Maria was injured.
Yeah.
What makes you think he's gonna play him next season?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere as a starter. That's not gonna happen. Probably.
Let's transition.
Yeah, we can transition to Kulusevski, which
nice.
It's not one of the options as well.
It's not, or it is.
No, he's like according to.
Play it, man.
Yeah. Wait. Let me.
Play it.
Playing. I'm gonna mute it. I'm just gonna put it out. But it's Romano's tweet last season, basically, or like when he was moving or like leaving for the airport, and he said like, "I hope one day I will return." And well, that day might be coming very soon, because they paid us 10, but they still can say no to the 35 million option.
Yep.
With Conte gone, Paratici gone, him playing bad for about a year, or just is he playing at one point? Like
he went through a streak of 0 goals, 0 assists in like almost 20 games.
Yeah, so he's not playing. It's not, And here he says, I hope. So yeah, that's him. But yeah, man,
he has 2 goals and 6 assists this year in the Premier League.
And last season,
27 games.
And last season, like double or something like ridiculous like that.
He had
Like,
5 goals and 8 assists in 18 games.
oh yeah. So, but it was 18 games. Like, it was second
Yeah,
part of
it
the
was
season.
less, like 9 less games already.
Now, like, you can say the same thing about Son. Like, everybody's thinking out the place there.
Yeah,
But my point is that he's coming back, but Allegri sent him out for a reason. So
yep,
that cannot work. He sent out Zakaria for a reason. Zakaria made it very clear what he thought about Allegri.
yep.
He sent out McKennie. He sent out Arthur. Like, these players are not going to stay. They cannot stay. You can. It's just the Shilio and the Rugani thing over and over again. You send out those players for a reason. They cannot come back. Like, under the same regime, they cannot come back because
They
it makes
publicly
no
called
sense.
out, like 3 of them publicly called out Allegri. Not like
Yeah.
they didn't say Allegri, you suck, but like they're like, yeah, wasn't great over there.
Like, like, that's. I cannot believe he's leaving Napoli to take on this job now.
Good for him.
I cannot believe, like, he needs to be bored to do that. Like, I'm sorry. If somebody tells me, do you want to come, and take on the Juve job? Yeah. Keep in mind, Arthur, Zakaria, McKennie, and maybe Kulusevski are coming back. You need to fix that back line. Rabiot is going to leave. You need to fix that. You might need to fix the Vlahovic situation. Di Maria, well, back up. Who knows? Also, we have no money.
Also, nobody likes the coach.
And the club off the field is in shambles. Like, how is that an interesting offer? So maybe they know something we don't know. I hope so, because it's not an
Or it's his
tempting
favorite
offer.
club. Or he supported Juventus when he was growing up.
Or maybe, or like the 3 mil we are giving him is
Is it 3 mil?
10 times, something like that. It's like 20 times more than was making at Napoli. Maybe
Dude,
that's
it's
the
definitely
reason. It's
that.
like he needs to cash in because the offer doesn't sound fun. Like, it doesn't sound great. There were rumors today about the club selling a part of the club. No, wait, the owners selling part of the club
Yeah.
to investors.
More like publicly traded, like to the public, or to
like big time shares, like like a minority shares
Okay.
gone to like Apple, one of those type of
Oh yeah.
companies. But that has been the rumor for months, actually a year, to be honest. The club needs money, and I think they're not gonna do again. Like, they're not gonna hand out another loan. I think that's done now. Money needs to come from somewhere else.
Yeah, like you're saying, Exor won't give a dividend, or not dividend. They won't pay a subsidized amount of money for capital gains.
No, I think they're done.
Yeah, I would say I'm not paying for a third year of a failing business. Who wants to do that?
Yeah, but I get that, but like, it's still you. Like,
No, yeah, of course, it's still like under your Exor company, but at this point, take it off the publicly traded access.
yeah, they're
Take
not
it
gonna
off.
do it.
But
There's so much money in it. They're not gonna do it
but for who?
for the money, for the value of the club.
I know, but like, if
It helps
you say
to get loans.
you say, do we say that they don't care as much of the like? Agnelli loved the club, right?
No, they care about the club. He cares about
You
the
think
club.
John Alkin cares that much? If he
He
cared
does.
that much,
Otherwise, he
would
would have
off.
sold him.
Yeah, but if he loved them that much,
But
he would
if you
take it off.
if you take it off, like, the club is worth billions. You like, the asset is worth billions. You get loans because you have billions in assets. If he takes it off, it's worth less. It will be worth less. I think that's the main reason.
Okay,
get
so that
loans.
means he's just waiting for someone to come buy it.
I don't think so, because I think if he puts, like, he can sell it now, it will get bought. It will. 100% sure it will
Imagine-
get bought really, really quickly.
Imagine Manchester
Because-
United, they get that Sir Jim Ratcliffe guy to buy them, and then that Qatari guy's like, oh man, I really want a club. Hey,
It's
Hey, John.
It's only It's only a matter of time before that will happen in Italy. It is.
Really?
It is because people laugh. The league is terrible. I get it, but the fan base is still massive around the world.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it is. Like it. You can make money out of it. You will. Like PSG, the league is terrible,
Yeah.
but the investment is paying off.
Yeah.
I guess. Maybe not. As much as
No, the investment is paying
a
off
normal
because
person.
you are able to buy these players because people watch the team.
Yeah.
Like you're able to buy it. You're able to keep Mbappe.
And keep in mind, PSG don't have. People might they don't have the fan base we have.
No, they don't have the
Inter,
history
Milan
either.
have around the world.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Man City didn't have that.
No.
Okay, I
Yeah.
get the Premier League is stronger. I get that. Don't come at me.
Yeah.
But at one point it will happen. I think that at that point it will be a domino effect.
Well, hopefully it's
Because
us
Italy
first.
is fixated on American owners. They stink.
That's the wrong people. Yeah.
They're just there to own something. That's it. They
Yeah.
don't care about winning. They don't. I think this ownership do care about winning, but they also care about money in terms of don't throw away money.
Yeah.
And the league is so far behind the Premier League. I think that's the main issue for them now. That's why they're like,
In terms
let's
of
sell my joint.
finances and
minority.
commerciality, yes, it is behind. But on the field stuff, I don't think it's behind at all.
No, like people might say it's a big gap. But people overstate it like, oh, Everton. Like I'm not gonna sit home and watch Everton Bournemouth. Like I'm sorry.
No.
Like I'm not gonna do it. People can say it's good, pacey. It's crap.
It's crap.
I'm sorry. It's bad. Like
Like
the few times I watch it,
Spezia and Cremonese is Bournemouth Everton. It's the same shit.
yeah, it's only a packed stadium and a more colorized pixel
Yeah.
on TV like that. Like it's not fun to watch.
No. It's
I'm
not.
not even watching Tottenham games.
No.
It's bad.
It's
I'm not
horrible.
even
They're-
watching Man U. I've said it many times. Remember when they were on a hot streak? I said like it's still bad to watch. They're
Yeah.
winning, but I'm not gonna sit home and watch a Man U game playing a random team.
I
Or
think-
even Tottenham. I'm
yeah.
not watching those games.
The
Personally.
only teams I watch in the Premier League are Man City, and I watch Liverpool a bit because I like how Klopp coaches and I like that style, and I like Chelsea because it's funny to watch them lose. And Brighton, I like Brighton.
But yeah, whatever. I guess. But at one point, I think it will happen. It will,
Yeah,
and it will be a domino effect. I still
Well-
cannot believe it. It has not happened with the situation Milan are Inter in. I'm still confused as of why it didn't happen.
they got some shady shit going on. I don't know if any Qatari
sorry.
guy wants to go into that and say, "Oof."
You know what it is? If one comes in and he pulls it off, his nephew or like
Yeah, they're all
cousin is
coming
like,
in.
I need one. You
Yeah.
know, it is what it is.
It's a
Like,
shiny
and they will
toy.
compete. And they will compete
Oh
because
yeah,
they will have money. They have money to spend.
yeah,
They have actually money to burn.
yeah.
Maybe the Man City thing is a bit different because they spend money, but like they do it in a very different manner. It looks more calculated at times compared to PSG, where it looks all over the place.
Yeah.
But I think it's needed. Maybe not. Maybe you can say for us, like if you get an owner like Man City, then yeah, it looks very serious. It looks shady,
Yeah.
but well, like,
It won't be anything new for us.
yeah. I mean, whatever. Like the Milan sale was shady. Like everything looks shady. It's just like Carnevali said. Like
Yeah.
he said the things like the newspapers sold based on this news were better than just regular news, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Dude, it's gonna be. Not predicting because it's pretty obvious. It's gonna be a long summer.
It's gonna be one
Even-
of those Locatelli summers.
Yeah, even if we win the Europa League, I am not confident whatsoever of us going to Europe next year. Even if we win,
I am
you are.
because I don't think they have the time frame to say no. I don't think they have the time frame
Interesting.
to do it. because it needs to happen now. Because playoffs, all those things, it affects leagues,
Fair.
positions.
Yeah.
It needs to happen now.
Fair.
I don't think they have the time frame to do it.
So
And I think if they do it, the club will appeal it, and that's what will mess up everything.
okay, so that
Because
I guess I'm picking up why you're so adamant that Europa League's the way to go then.
It's just purely based on time frame, because
Yeah.
the club will appeal it, and then things get on hold. Playoff starts.
Okay.
It's messy.
So then, counterpoint to that, and then we'll wrap it up pretty soon because I have to go. But like, it's almost been an hour anyway. Counterpoint to what you just said. Oh, I forgot. Like the video, people. So shit of me. Like, oh my god. Counterpoint to what you said about time frames and potential court rulings. Say the time frame doesn't match up. We won Europa League. We're going to Champions League next year. Cool.
Yeah.
How do you sign a player now? How do you sign Pau Torres and say, yeah, we're going to be in Champions League this year, but we have no idea in the future?
Because I think they will find an agreement based on fines and all those things.
Okay.
If it comes to that,
Okay.
If it really comes to that, that's just like, it's not based on facts. It's just based on a feeling, like time frame. Because we will know the points deduction a few hours before we play Cremonese. Because why not?
No, it's not the Sunday.
Wait, when do we? No.
No, it's like the
when we play
22nd or something.
Empoli.
Yeah.
So a few hours, because why not? Like, why wouldn't they announce it before kickoff?
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think it's gonna be 9, or do you think they'll calculate it more?
They will see. Maybe if we need like 10 points, if they need 10 points, they will go with the 10 points.
So they said 9. Like that's the newspaper saying 9 again. Could they go lower than that, or is it between 9 and 15?
Yeah.
It's between 9 and 15.
If they go
lots of
14
time
now.
shit today.
Yeah, last second, Savage.
Oh, they were losing?
Yeah, because they're not great. We made them look great but they're not great. Like I don't.
Have they won a game since we played them?
Well, it's also probably not.
Let me check
They're not
that.
good. They're not good. Like, we beat them twice at home. They were terrible.
Oh, they beat Sassuolo.
Yeah, they're not a good team. I like whatever. They also lost. Like, they lost like 8, 9 games. Same.
Yep, they've lost 9 games. No, 8 games. They've lost 8 games.
Yeah, they're not good. But
we are still ahead of them with the game in hand.
We don't need to look at them. Like, if you want to build a massive gap, you need to look at Milan, Atalanta, and Roma.
No, it's the 5th. We have to look at the 5th place team.
We need to win every single game, and they need to drop a few points here and there, and then like, you're not going to get it to 15 because now it's like 6, right?
Yeah,
with
5 right now. It's 5 right now.
Is it 5? Oh, it's never going to happen.
Because we have to look at Milan because they're 5th.
Yeah, but if you beat them in the,
I was going to say, we talked about
you need to watch a Roma.
I was going to say, 6-pointers?
Yeah.
We're talking about like a 15-pointer against Milan in the second last match day.
But even if you beat them, Roma can overtake them, or Atalanta, you need to look at them then. Right?
True, yeah.
So it's impossible. They're not going to lose 4 games or whatever. We're not going to win 4 games. So
hypothetically, let's say we get 10 points. We win 3, we tie Milan. What does that give you? 76 points. Milan's going to get to 66 easily. Roma might not. Yeah, they will. 2 wins, 2 draws. Atalanta 2 wins, 2 draws. Yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah, but even if you need 14, they will deduct 14 points. Like, I think it's obvious, no? It was
Yeah,
funny
at
when
this
Romeo said,
point.
like, I had a theory. I'm like,
Bro,
I'm here. And he said, like, I'm like, dude, like, that's not a theory. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
remember
that's just not.
I tweeted that exact scenario as soon as we got our 15 points back. I was like,
Yeah, same. I'm like, they literally said what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So I was like, I thought he had an inside info, like a scoop. I'm like, let's go. He said, I think they're gonna deduct as much point as needed to get us out of Europe. I'm like, yeah. I mean, like, everybody knew that.
My tweet was conclusion of match day 38. Juventus 74 points, Milan 68, Inter 67. After careful consideration, we will penalize Juventus 8 points.
I think even if the points deduction is like they need like The only lead, let's say, you know what I mean? Like, they need, like you said, let's say 7 points, you
Yeah.
know? And they will say, you know what, 8, just for fun, you know? Because why not? You know, just to make it very obvious that's what we want, you know? Not even like 13, you know, whatever,
Yeah.
just 8,
Yeah. You
just to
made
make it fun.
you know that Sturaro sale? You made
Uh,
8 million more euros than you should have.
you
8
know what the
points.
funny part is? Like, now news coming out saying, oh, the Pjanic thing is, there's nothing with it, you know? You
Yeah,
cannot.
that's perfectly legal.
I'm like, if
That's the
one
worst
thing
one.
sounded illegal, then it was that one. But
Yeah.
whatever, you know, that that was the worst deal in history ever. Like,
And then Barcelona gets a 15 million euro fine for irregularities
yeah, because yeah, I mean,
because it's Barcelona and it's La Liga. It's totally different entities. Even though
yeah,
their the head of their league
yeah,
says,
he's
"Oh,
well,
Super League sucks."
yeah,
Guess who's a part of it?
yeah,
Anyway, it's all bullshit. We'll talk about this when there's no games to watch, even though it feels like there's no games to watch right now. There's one major game left, and it's Thursday. And if you don't win Thursday, you can kiss a lot of these good players goodbye. And that's all I'll
I
say.
kind of agree.
So treat Thursday like a final, cliche,
Oh boy,
whatever. But treat Thursday like Real Madrid would treat a Champions League final on Thursday.
or Sevilla would take it.
Or Sevilla in the Europa League final. Don't treat it how we would treat a final because we'll lose. Anyway, you got anything left to say?
No, I'm not doing a preview. Justin is, so
Oh,
it's
Justin's
his
doing the
problem.
preview?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's his problem.
Have fun with Cremonese. Okereke.
So so check that out on Sunday, and then yeah, whatever, cruise control to Thursday, and maybe after that nothing, or like a stressful week and a half towards I don't know where we play, Romania, Bucharest, right? If it's a final,
Is that the final? Jesus Christ.
I think it's there. So yeah, it's Thursday. It's cruise control towards points deduction, or cruise control towards Europa League final. So let's see.
Fun. Anyway, continue to like the video if you haven't already. Click the subscribe button if you like the video. And actually, I'm just getting the venue out.
It's Romania because I
Yeah.
applied for tickets. So
No, Hungary, Puskas.
Puskas, sorry.
Yeah, in Hungary. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow Bianca Neri's on all social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow Alejandro. No, what's her thing again? Alejandro
I
BZ.
don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah. Follow Justin at Justin Sofro, and follow myself at Johnny151. Oh my God, muffled. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. That's all I know. Like I said, it's
Good.
too hot for this.
Good.
Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the game this weekend, and we'll see you back next week.